you've been lied to about love. Every movie, every catchy quote, every wedding toast, all feeding you the same myths about marriage. And here's the hard truth. Some of that advice isn't just wrong, it's destroying relationships. If that worked, rom-coms would end with laundry and therapy. You've heard the sayings, you've seen the movies. Here's where the fairy tale starts to crack. You've been fed a steady diet of fairy tale endings, romantic comedies your whole life. Look, I'm not saying romance is dead. I'm saying it's been misdiagnosed. But what if I told you that some of the most common advice about marriage is not just wrong, but downright destructive? What if the very ideas you think are holding your relationship together are actually the termites chewing away at its foundation? It's a tough pill to swallow, I know. We cling to these beliefs because they sound nice, they feel good, and they simplify something that is incredibly complex. But simple isn't always right, and in the world of relationships, simple can be dangerous. The truth is, a successful marriage isn't built on cliches and catchy phrases. It's built on hard work, brutal honesty, and a level of self-awareness that most people are unwilling to cultivate. We've been sold a bill of goods, folks. We've been taught to look for a soulmate who completes us, to expect a partnership that runs on autopilot, and to believe that love alone can conquer all obstacles. This is relationship fantasy, not reality. But the most dangerous myth, we're about to tackle it next. Let's talk about this one. Happy wife, happy life. It's cute, it rhymes, and it gets tossed around at weddings and family gatherings like it's gospel truth. Men often say it with a knowing chuckle, as if they've cracked the secret code to marital bliss. The underlying belief is that a husband's primary job is to keep his wife happy. It positions the wife as the emotional barometer and the husband as the tireless manager of her feelings. It sounds like a simple formula for peace, but it's a recipe for disaster. It's a one-way street, and relationships are not one-way streets. He becomes a peacekeeper, not a partner. He learns to placate rather than connect, and it puts the wife in a position of unfair power. It's not healthy for anyone. A healthy marriage is a partnership of equals, where both happiness matters. So instead of happy wife, happy life, how about happy spouses, happy house? And the next myth, it's one almost everyone falls for. Take a breath. Ready for the next myth? Let's keep going. It's rooted in a flawed understanding of partnership, the perfect 50-50 split. Now, this one sounds so fair, so logical, that almost everyone buys into it. The danger is scorekeeping. I did the dishes 3 times. You did them twice. I initiated last time, so it's your turn. This turns partnership into competition. Life swings. Some months one can only give 20%. What works? 100 over 100. Be all in, all the time. And trust they will do the same. Replace measuring with supporting. That's a true team. But the next myth is the one that's been sung about for generations. Still with me? Good, because it gets even tougher from here. Quick question before we go deeper. Which of these myths did you grow up believing? Drop it in the comments. I'm curious how many of us were taught the same lies. The big one. The myth romanticized by songs, poems, blockbuster movies. Love is all you need. We're conditioned to think passion makes hard parts fix themselves. Beautiful sentiment. Terrible long-term strategy. Here's the cold, hard truth. Love is not enough. You can love someone and still have a dysfunctional marriage. Communication, conflict resolution, financial management, emotional regulation, a shared vision. Love is the fuel. Skills are the engine. Without the engine, you go nowhere. The house is built with daily actions, choices, learned behaviors. Learn their language, not just your own. Successful couples study, practice, and schedule the work. Love is your starting point, not a substitute for the work. But there's another myth that quietly destroys intimacy. Let's pause for a second. The next myth might surprise you. This myth is a silent killer of intimacy. We expect mind reading as proof of love. We test with unspoken needs, waiting to be guessed. Your partner is not a psychic. They're human with blind spots. Missed guesses breed hurt, distance, and resentment. Use your words. I'm overwhelmed. Can you help with dinner? And just when you think you've heard it all, the next myth might be the reason your last relationship fell apart. Deep breath. We're heading into the final stretch. Here's another fairy tale. If it's meant to be, it will be easy. Easy becomes a false litmus test. No strain, no growth. Relationships are the same. Conflict is an opportunity to grow stronger. Learn to fight with respect, empathy, and a shared goal. Strength isn't the absence of storms, but sailing through them. Love me just the way I am sounds noble until it excuses bad habits. Messy, late, bad with money, poor communication, not untouchable traits. Accept the person, challenge the habit. True love says, I love you as you are, and I'll help you grow. Accountability is not rejection, it's respect. Time heals all wounds. It infects them. Unresolved issues fester into resentment, bitterness, distance. Time blurs the story, not the scar. Healing requires cleaning, communication, apologies, forgiveness. Problems ignored go underground, then explode. Healthy couples face the mess now to protect the future. A great marriage isn't something you find, it's something you build. Built on truth, not fantasy. On skill, not just love. On 100 over 100, not scorekeeping. And if you're wondering what it really takes to build a lasting marriage, stick around. If this hit home for you, share it with someone who still believes the fairy tales, because real love deserves the truth.